Don't ask me how I'm doing. Don't ask me about my savings. Don't ask me about any of that because I don't know. I'm in a weird mood today. Like the Abilify is working, but my mind doesn't want to work with her. Like I feel like my sugar's low, and I feel like that's really fucking with me because like my hands will get a little shaky. And it's like, girl, if I want to do eyeliner, how am I supposed to do my fucking eyeliner if my hands are shaking? So I may or may not treat myself later to something that's a little sweet. Because I've been really, really trying. Okay, not trying that hard because I do have a large, ginormous Coke Zero from Jack in the Box to be better about eating healthy, so on and so forth, and things like that. But it's fucking hard. Okay, also, like, I'm gonna do it right now because I know I'm gonna forget, but, like, let's do a little trigger warning, content warning. If you don't want to hear about depression, anxiety, body talk, disordered eating disorders, etc. This is more like a blanket statement because I'm not necessarily going to talk about those things, but if they come up, I don't want you to spiral. So, here's your warning, final and last warning. I will do a little Blair sound whenever I'm editing or whatever I'm gonna do. Fart with reverb, who knows, who cares, whatever. I don't know, something's, as also this is what I've told my psychiatrist as well. It's like, something's wrong with me. I don't know what, but something is not right. There's just, I don't want to say there's a lot going on because realistically, I'm a very boring person. At least right now I am, because all I'm doing is going to work, going to sleep, eating, and occasionally doing like interviews at a job. Like I actually interviewed at a local coffee shop a while ago. Well, when you're seeing this, it'll be a while ago, but it was nice. The manager was really sweet, but it just wasn't for me. $12 an hour. $12 an hour. Plus tips. And you may be thinking, oh, well, like plus tips will even out, right? Well, no, because one, tips aren't always guaranteed, and knowing that I'm kind of a B word a lot of the times. I don't want to say a lot of times. I'm nice most of the time. I'm nice like 98.7 per time at my job. If you catch me on the 2.3% day, then it's kind of your own fault because I do have RBF, resting bitch face, and I feel like you should be able to know what you're getting into because obviously I'm not smiling. But yeah, I feel like my anger and my irritability and my body heat have all been up. So like you may, hold on, let me see if I can like actually lower the ring light. This, you see it's like kind of pink. It's supposed to be like completely evening out my skin tone, right? I am so hot and so warm, my body temperature, that I can literally feel the heat radiating off of my body inside and out, and it's becoming so hard for me to like stay calm and to process my emotions if it's not ice cold. Like it's 66 degrees in my apartment and I can feel the heat radiating off my face. Like I'm literally gonna go put an ice cube on my face in a second because I put on fucking, where is it? Centella blemish cream, and then the Hero Cosmetics like green cream so that it evens out the redness, right? It's kind of like the Dr. Jart green balm, but it's a more affordable version. And usually it works very well, but my Abilify is fighting so hard, it's pissing me off. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I just want to, I don't know if other mentally ill people or neurodivergent people experience this, but I just want to be normal. Like I just want to not have a bad day. I just want to be able to enjoy life and be happy about things. And I feel like no matter how hard I try to be grateful, no matter how hard I try to focus on the good things, those bad memories and those icky traumatic experiences just pop up in my mind. I don't know if perhaps it is like a PTSD thing or CPTSD. Probably should ask my psychiatrist about that, but it just gets tiring and sickening, and I'm really tired of having an okay day and then I'm sitting on the couch or doing whatever, trying to relax because my body has a lot of stress and likes to hold all that stress, which is also why I've been struggling to lose weight. If you haven't been able to tell, yes, I'm a big bitch. I'm a bigger bitch now. And it's just getting difficult. it's just getting difficult to like keep it together, to like keep everything bottled, because that's what I'm used to doing, right? Like if you're a child or a person who grows up in an abusive household, etc., whatever, you bottle those things up and they pile up, and then eventually, of course, they blow up and blow out, whether or not you hurt yourself internally or hurt others. That's your own story, right? It's getting harder and harder to like bottle these emotions, and it just feels like I'm at my ends with, especially with my job. Like I don't want to work at my job anymore. I'm so exhausted and tired of my job. Like I really, really don't want to be there anymore. But no fucking companies want to hire a living wage or hire me specifically. Like, dude, my resume is good. Literally, the fucking ChatGPT complimented my resume because I was like, hey girl, help me out. What can I do to strengthen it? And you know what? You know, I already want to fucking know what the stupid AI said. Your resume is already pretty strong, but here's some tips and tricks to make it stronger. And all of those are already in my resume. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to kill myself. I'm not going to kill myself. I know I say that often. Well, if you know me in real life, you know I say that very often. But for the time being, I'm fighting. My gabapentin, sertraline, and aripiprazole are fighting overtime to prevent those urges. And my psychiatrist also told me I need a therapist because the urges, quote unquote, to SH and KYS or KMS are getting stronger and stronger, and I don't want to do those things. Like I'm really, really, really fighting with myself, fighting internally and externally to not do those things. Because of course, like, some part of me deep down inside loves myself and loves me, and I don't want to do that anymore. But sometimes on those bad days, especially when I work at my stupid ass idiot fucking job, where it just becomes harder and harder for me to, I don't want to say resist those urges, but sometimes it feels like KMS would be a better option than going to my job and dealing with all the fucking ridiculousness that I deal with. Because I would like to think I'm a very strong person. On the outside, at least. But on the inside, it's hard. It's really hard to keep going sometimes. And like, I do like those Hope Core TikToks because sometimes they help me like calm down from like an episode or whatever, right? But it's just like, sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes you need to like hear those words from a person, and sometimes the suicide hotline isn't very helpful, you know, and especially if I'm alone, because when these things happen, of course I'm alone, it's hard to reach out to others, especially because of course they have their own responsibilities, they have work, and I don't want to feel like a burden, and I know it won't feel like that to the other party, but it feels like that to me, you know, that like I'm weak enough to where I need someone else's help. I need an external party's help. And it shouldn't feel that way, but that's how my brain works, dude. It's not something that I'm proud of, I would say, because I'm getting up there in age, and you're like, bitch, you're barely turning 26. Absolutely. I'm turning 27. I'm turning 27, and I feel like, I don't want to say it's childish of me to do that, because obviously that's a coping mechanism and other things like that for other people, but I just feel like I need to do something to change, and I need to do something positive, otherwise it's going to end bad for me, you know? And I feel like I'm trying, like I'm literally, I don't want to do anything today. I wanted to spend like $80 on Instacart and just like rot in the couch all day, but instead I'm getting ready, I'm recording this little video, and I'm gonna go do my errands and then come back and do my chores. And like doing like cleaning tasks around the house shouldn't be a chore, but it feels like a chore because I don't want to do it. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna force myself to do it. Because I deserve a clean apartment. Also, if I'm crusty, which I know I am, don't say anything. I know. Also, you're probably like, why look like a pirate? Girl, I don't know. My hair is a mix between Poly fucking D and Poly Shore right now. Like, my hair likes to grow up and not out. So yeah, I'm gonna finish my eyeliner and then I'll come back and we'll do a little setting spray moment together. We're back and probably zoomed in more. I'm gonna do my little dots and then I think we're done. Hopefully my eyeliner's even. If it's not, we're gonna keep it to ourselves. We're going to pretend that nice things are being said, and I'm gonna think happy-ish thoughts. But I don't know, because I don't want to end like the video on like a sad note, because I I want to get better, and I want to get better together. If my little dots are messed up, it's okay, because nothing's perfect. And not everything has to be perfect. And I think that's also what's something that's difficult to deal with, is because you feel like, especially internally and externally, that you have to be consistently the best version of yourself. And sometimes it's okay to not be like that. Like, I literally had to apologize to my coworker yesterday and the day before, because I was like, dude, I can't work. I'm like, I still did like 50 cakes, or like 54 cakes in total between my 2 8-hour shifts, but it's just like, I just don't have the motivation anymore. Like, I just don't want to try at my job anymore, and that sucks, because obviously I'm getting paid to do a job. But you know, I had to apologize to her and say, like, I'm sorry for not being motivated, but I just don't have it in me today. And she didn't say anything, which I took as a good thing, because she's a very, I don't think she's a blunt person, but she'll tell you how it is. She's not someone to like tiptoe and sugarcoat things, which I do like, because I feel like I'm also the same way. And that's why I really admire her, and I'm trying to do my best, because she was like, save your money, because I'm an emotional spender, which also isn't very good. Emotional spending, all that stuff, it's not good. It's really, really, really not good. So I'm trying to, I put money in my savings, I'm paying off my credit cards. Slowly but surely, I'm paying them off. So that's all that I have for you. I will see you in the next one. Maybe. Possibly. Probably.